Imagine waking up from a 2,000-year nap, expecting to find a thriving utopia. That's exactly what the Creator anticipates when he finally stirs. He left humanity with an inner conscience and the creative free will to build a paradise. But when he looks out the window, the landscape is wrong. He asks his chief angel where those extra white mountains came from. The angel breaks the news. Outside the royal Teton retreat, those white peaks are billions of unanswered prayer letters. Humanity has been begging for help for 2 millennia, and the inbox is severely backed up. While the Creator was sleeping, the tiny tempter he originally designed to nudge people toward good behavior unlocked his own creative superpowers. Serpent built an army of dark forces. They engineered global conflicts, sparking World War II, where 85 million people died and cities were reduced to ash. The destruction continued right up to the modern era. The tempters spread diseases that claimed over 7 million lives in recent pandemics, while pushing mandates and vaccines that stripped away personal freedoms and crippled global economies. To keep humanity from fighting back, the tempters drained their energy. They flooded the world with fantasy entertainment, pushed false beliefs, and doom-scrolling algorithms. Instead of developing their spiritual power, billions of people became passive NPCs in their own lives, distracted while their futures were dismantled. Hearing all this, the Creator is furious. He immediately asks for his smite stick. His plan is simple: hit the cosmic factory reset button, cast out the tempters, and clear the board of everyone misusing their free will. Let's look at this diagram to understand why the chief angel tells him no. This is the free will paradox. Humans actively chose to pledge allegiance to these dark forces. The human data points are intertwined with the dark nodes. If he targets the tempters for deletion, the connected human nodes are wiped out right alongside them. Humanity's fatal flaw is their passivity. By waiting for a divine bailout instead of using their own given powers to fight back, they created a gridlock, and that gridlock forced cosmic middle management to re-engineer the rules of the universe. The Creator assumes his son had things under control. The mission was to demonstrate that physical laws are actually optional for a mastered soul. Walking on water and rising from the dead were meant as technical blueprints for human evolution, proving that the physical world could be mastered. But humanity failed to see the mechanics behind the miracles. When the tempter's soldiers came to arrest the Savior, no one fought back. His followers lined the pathway up a hill and treated his crucifixion as a spectator event. Because they missed the lesson on mastering their physical limits, they built the broken model on the left, a top-down hierarchy where they expect a magical wish-granter to provide free mansions in the afterlife. On the right is the system the Son actually intended, a bottom-up network where individual nodes must generate their own upward energy to progress.
With the Creator asleep and the Savior's message warped, a leadership vacuum formed. Deep in a council chamber in Sri Lanka, 7 lords, or ascended masters, held a crisis meeting to figure out what to do with the overwhelming backlog of unread prayer letters. The boardroom debate gets heated. Some lords want to grant every prayer and forgive every debt immediately, but they realize they cannot act as a cosmic bailout for passive souls. Giving endless free stuff to people who refuse to develop their own abilities would bankrupt the universe. They establish mystic energy as a strict spiritual currency. Every lord has a limited bank account of light to dispense. To keep the system running, they can only invest that energy in students who will multiply it through good works and self-discipline. To enforce this, the lords execute a pivot. They transform Earth from a practice garden into a soul school. It becomes a tactical training camp where souls are required to undergo rigorous study and engage in active combat against the tempters. To support this new curriculum, the Lord set up nodes of light across the planet, including locations right here in the Himalayas. These serve as physical bases for new spiritual universities designed to recruit and train mystic warriors. The universe moved away from divine charity toward a merit-based economy. Graduation from the physical realm now requires active investment, not just a clean record. To make this soul school function over thousands of years, the Savior and the Lords had to rebuild the operating system. They introduced a massive upgrade to the physical realm, reincarnation. Looking at this cyclical flowchart, we can see how this respawning mechanic works.
Instead of waiting for a final cosmic judge, the system uses karma as an automated, compounding progression system. Your energy level rises or falls through iterative loops based on your actions. This software replaced the binary concepts of unearned heaven or eternal torture in hell. The lords realized that burning failures for eternity accomplished nothing. Instead, souls get sent back to Earth with new bodies, giving them chances to level up and study their mystic lessons. The universe no longer requires micromanagement. It is now a self-correcting machine that forces humans to bear the exact consequences of their own free will. Back in the Great Council Hall, the angel shows the Creator one final file. Humanity is currently circulating a petition. Millions of people are voting to force the Savior to return and fix the Earth, convinced that their problems are the fault of invisible demons. The Creator takes it all in. He looks at the automated karmic school built by his Son and the Lords, and he renders his final verdict. He is satisfied. The system works, making his direct intervention unnecessary. He announces that he's curious to see how it all plays out, decides to grab a snack, and goes back to bed for a few more centuries. Stop waiting for a cosmic bailout. God is not a vending machine. You are not an NPC, and your graduation from Earth is in your own hands.